The NBA is the ocean.
Yeah.
College is a pool. No matter how good you are in that pool, once you get to that ocean, it's that you got to learn it anyway. You got to learn the current. So I'd rather have him jump in the motherfucker now. Learn that current.
I heard you had a great conversation with Rich Paul, though.
Yeah, it was legendary.
Yeah, I like listening to Rich, man, because he gives you insight. Like when you're talking about the other side of the NBA, the behind the scenes into the green side of the NBA. You got the player side, right? Then you have the general manager and the owner side. Then you got the agent side, right? And when he talks, I just be trying to listen just to see what's going on because I got a son coming into the in that world, and I need to really understand what is what.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I had checked out the episode yesterday, and I think something that was interesting that he was saying that I think a lot of people don't think about because we're not on the inside was when he was saying the reps, right? And somebody like Bronny getting out of college early to go to the G League and get those reps so he could be ready for when his opportunity comes. I think that was something that was very interesting and something that was great to point out because a lot of people don't know it take you damn near 3 or 4 years once you're in the league to get your legs up under you. So it's like you're not just gonna come in and be LeBron right off the rip.
And that guys don't get that chance though, you know what I'm saying? Like they got
I've been trying to preach this to Kenyon Martin and Rashad and says if I have a 19-year-old and he can go to the NBA, I'd rather have him go to the NBA and work against them and practice against them and be in the pro than sitting in college. Like the NBA is the ocean.
Yeah.
College is a pool. No matter how good you are in that pool, once you get to that ocean, it's that you got to learn it anyway. You got to learn the current. So I'd rather have him jump in the motherfucker now. Learn that current. Learn it now. So by the time, I said one at 19 and one at 23, right? Y'all both learning the current at the same time.
Yeah.
By the time this 19-year-old gets 23, he'll be a better swimmer than you were at 23. And they don't understand that concept.
True.
Yeah. And against, like we talked about before, Bronny averaging 22 in the G League, and I asked this question on Gil's Arena, and I don't think everybody on the couch was kind of grasping it, but where does the best G League team rank against the best college team? So if you're putting up 22 in the G League, it's not going to translate to the same as college because you got a coach making you run their system and all that other bullshit. But I think that's extremely impressive for Bronny to be, 20 years old now, to be able to do that, and it's indicative of what he could do if he was in college, if he was given the opportunity to do so.
Very impressive, especially with the pressure on him of being who he is and having that name on the back of his jersey. I think that's very impressive.
Yeah, remember, G League is a fine-tuned, remember, college is anybody. Once you get to the G League, it's the best of the best out of college who didn't make it to the NBA. All ages, right? So, yes, it's way better than college because you don't have these random-ass walk-ons that you'll be going against, right? So, G League is an upgraded version. It's a better version by far. So the fact that I had him averaging 5 to 7 this year. So the fact that he's averaging 22 is beyond me. I didn't think he was going to be aggressive this fast, this early.
Yeah. And the last game I saw him play, I want to say it was against the Valley Suns where he had that dunk and fell on his back. But just the confidence he had out there. Him and Quincy Oliveri, obviously Quincy, I think did 4 or 5 years in college. Yeah. Obviously an older dude. I love Quincy's game. But now to see Bronny out there as a young head really soaking that up and them two dudes on the court together, it seems like this is something that you brought up, Gil, him having like a vet to learn from, where Quincy not obviously an NBA vet, but that's an older dude who's basically playing for his life right now. That's somebody you can watch and learn from and be able to work out with and grind with and get better with.
And everybody laughed when I said it, right? Everybody talked shit about me and said, he can work with his father. Why would he want to work with a Quincy Oliveri? Because Quincy's got his back against the wall. Mm-hmm. He's hunting right now. Big James ain't hunting shit, right? Reeves ain't hunting shit. Hashimori ain't hunting shit. Quincy is trying to get where Bronny James got a contract to. So that means he's going to be on demon time. I need my son to see what a demon looks like. And that's why I said him working with him, somebody's aggressive that's going to try to knock his head off every chance he gets. That's who he needs to fight against. At some point, Bronny James is going to overpower him because the youth. Right now, you can't tell who's better than who at this point, and they're still the same. One is 20, one is about to be 24. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I seen something interesting today. I wonder what's your take on. I think it was the coach from Indiana or somewhere. I might be misreading it, but he was saying they're not even recruiting high school players no more. They're not even looking at high school players. How you feel about that?
Man, listen, coaches who can't get 5-star players always say dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, cool. You can go to D1, go to D5 and D3 and JUCO, get whoever you want. But I guarantee you, you're not going to get anyone who pushes them jersey sales up, going to put people in them seats, who's going to help you keep your job, right? Yeah. So it all depends on what you want. I remember, what's his name? Not Coach K talking about, I'm not doing no one and done. All right.
Good luck.
But I think it's different now with the NIL. And obviously, excuse me, not the NIL, but the transfer portal. So it just begs the question. This is what I coach high school. So I tell the high school guys, you think a coach is going to prioritize a high school player versus a dude who was a sophomore or junior, was all conference in a mid-major, and now take that dude who's already proven, battle hardened by college versus taking a chance, unless it's somebody like Elijah, unless it's McDonald's All-American. Like those guys obviously will always have a home. But you've even seen a lot of McDonald's guys now riding the bench and not getting a ton of burn. So it's just a different dynamic now with that transfer portal.
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, you got two ways to keep your job, right? Winning or names, right? I can sell to my sponsors or my boosters, hey, I put 12 kids in the NBA lottery picks last 5 years.
Exactly.
And
that's all that matters.
To sell your product, right? Think about the people at USC, the boosters at USC. You got to sell your product. Well, Elijah Arenas might be a top 5 pick. You get to know him today. He can walk you into the NBA.
Yeah.
That's an easy sell.
But there's not a lot of Elijahs. Not a lot of Elijahs out there.
But I'm saying you got to make the boosters happy. And those will be my selling points to the boosters, that these guys that I'm going after, they can walk your product into the NBA. You do a good deal with them today, they could possibly carry on into the NBA.
True.
And that's how I would be pushing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True. Let's go.
We might have won one game, but I made you $1 billion. Trust me, you don't want me fired.
we got Big Mike DeBarber in the chat. He said transfer portal isn't any different than free agency. The one difference I will say is them dudes can dip at any point they want. Free agency, you sign a contract. Once you sign that contract, you bound to that contract. The way college is structured now, I might sign with a school. I could leave after a couple of weeks, go somewhere else and get another bag. I mean, I seen a kid on the football side start at SC, transfer to UCLA, transfer back to SC like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole different ball game now.